reporter, Doug Barron. Doug has been visiting some of the clubs in the town and finding out the new music scene in Halifax, and specifically at a place called Club Flamingo. Doug, what's it all about?
Great spot, Dave. There's always been a real need for a venue for young bands to work out new material and just have a chance to play before some people. So the Club Flamingo is located just down the street from the Metro Center on Grafton Street. It's a great spot. They've got a great pop machine in there.
What kind of music can we expect from if we go into it?
Well, that's what's so interesting. You can walk in any different time and check out a different kind of music. It could be rock and roll and new wave dance music, electronic music, even some country rock at times, even some heavy metal. But the Club Flamingo is basically open on Friday and Saturday nights, and we had a chance to drop on down and check out some of the bands, and we talked to the club's co-owner, too, William Burke. You've been here for 3 months.
Yes.
From Montreal. How do you see the music scene here relating to the Club Flamingo? What are your intentions?
Basically, our intentions, Doug, are to give the players, especially the local original players, a place where they can play and hopefully provide them with some sort of an audience that will appreciate what they're doing.
You're talking about a certain age group, aren't you?
We're not restricting ourselves to any particular age group. Anyone who wants to come through the door is more than welcome. It's just the initial takeoff of the club has been catering to the people who aren't able to attend bars and things like that.
One of the bands we caught at the Club Flamingo that really impressed me, Dave, was the Realists. And the leader is a guy named Brian Piltz. They're a great dance band.
We played high schools and art college and the old club on Grafton Street and the general underground venues. And also we arranged our own dances at different community centers and halls and those sort of things. We're in a phase right now where we're developing more towards a basic three-piece sound and more towards a definite pop mold.
So when you do play, how much of the material you play is original stuff?
Almost all of it, and then we would do a few cover songs that would show a bit about where we're at and what the past is that we're drawing from, which would be like Eddie Cochran, Summertime Blues, or Buddy Holly. Of course, we don't want to sound. We're not a 50s revival band where you don't go around going Chuck Berry stuff. We don't do rock around the clock and all that. But we do. We're sort of the next evolutionary step in pop music, just a faster, more dynamic approach to pop. But we acknowledge our roots. The roots of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Buddy Holly and Elvis Presley.
What kind of things do you write about in your songs?
Since our past is more or less, we're drawing on the past of pop, you generally write about naive things that are close to your sentiments and close to your heart. And so all our songs are very sincere, and they're girls, cars, driving around the city, that sort of stuff. And, well, not driving around the city, but, love and love that goes wrong, love that goes right, love that doesn't go at all, and girls and being alive, having a nice time, and the basic pop roots.
Well, those are the Realists. Another time you just might walk in the club and catch a band that's just starting out. A bunch of heavy metal kids, a band called Virgin Lust.
There's always so much of this tension building that finally the four of us just said, this is a waste of time. We'd like to just get together and make no commitments and just basically practice and have a good time together for the practice. And as it turned out, we had an offer to play Halifax West High School. And we had 3 days to get it together for that, and we played there. And it went over really well, and people were coming up saying, you guys were good, what are you doing, when are you playing again? And we've played once since then, but we'd like to get a lot more practice and get a lot more time to work with it, because I think we have something that might work, provided we have the time and effort to put into it.
Do you think the kind of music you play is a reaction against all the synth music that's around these days?
It's great because everybody is into what they're into. And that's what makes people different. Like, no two people are the same. Everybody enjoys different things. And we just happen to have preferred heavy metal. When we were younger, we listened to bands like Kiss, Alice Cooper, Black Sabbath, When you get older, you just sort of express yourself musically.
Well, you just never know who you might see or hear at the Club Flamingo. Who's next there, Doug?
Well, actually, on the 23rd, you can catch the Realists, the band that we had a look at tonight. They'll be at the club.
Okay, thanks a lot.
No problem.
Now, let's check out the lounges and club scene around the Maritime. With me now.